Welcome to Create Your Light about street photography. I'm Aurélie, French director and photographer specialized in mountain action sports.
And I'm Kathrin from Germany. I'm a photographer specialized in sports, fashion and lifestyle. And I can't wait to walk around this lovely place where we are now, shooting some great pictures on the roads, in the streets, with lots of colors and
Yeah, it's about opening our eyes to what is around you in our environment, whether it's our hometown or a city very far away in the world, to look around, to see the textures, the colors, the line and the people that can create a good image.
Yes, exactly.
And to shoot in the street, it's good to be light and compact, so you're not so noticeable, and you can go very far without being tired. So this Z series is perfect, and here we have these compact prime lenses that are going to be awesome for our shooting today.
Yes, and I'm here with a 28 2.8.
And I have a 40 f2.
So, which means we are on the road with two fixed lenses. Means we have to walk around a lot. So we're going to move. We're not going to stand in one position and zooming in, zooming out, because that doesn't work. So we just walk around and finding angles, finding the perfect picture actually.
Yeah, it's kind of more challenging than working with a zoom, but it's also more exciting.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah, we like challenge.
Yes. But before we start, let's talk about two very important and very simple rules in street photography, which there are. Number one, always stay safe. So whenever you shoot in a city, in a lovely, vivid place with people, with cars, with a lot of traffic maybe, so always please keep your eyes open and stay safe. Not a single picture in this world is worth risking your life.
And the second one is important too, is about respecting the people around you, especially the one that you want to take pictures of. Even if you don't speak their language, you can always ask if they agree to have you taking a picture of them, and then maybe you can show them what you've done, and it's always good moments with the local people.
And maybe share the picture. Yeah. They will love it.
Here we just had a funny situation because we were walking in that street and we both like this shadow from the palm tree. So we decided to take the opportunity of this shadow to create some lines in our picture. And you decided to take it from the top?
Yeah, I just jumped on the bench and tried to get some cool angles from above, which actually works quite well with this screen that you can just flip like this or that. And so you can always check your image from above.
And I did the opposite because I use the same display, but like that. So I could be very low, very close to the ground, and still didn't have to lay on the ground because I could frame with the display. And so we just had the opposite angle of view on the same scene.
And it's also cool to have the comparison of the two different lenses and what it finally makes with the picture. And we just saw this beautiful girl walking by with the white dress.
Yeah, we've been super lucky.
Super cool in the shadow and with the sun coming through.
Yeah, for me, I had the backlight, so you have all the transparency of the dress, so I think it looks good.
And my picture is actually completely different from above. And I underexposed it so that the dress finally comes out very bright, but the shadow is really dark. So I really like the contrast also.
Yeah, and I also changed the picture control, and I took a black and white one.
Cool.
And I increased the contrast in my image.
Nice.
And also the clarity to have more texture and like to have more contrast on the shadow.
That sounds
and
great.
And good thing with the dress as well.
Cool. It's pretty cool now to have a little break in the shadow, drinking some coffee and water, because we really walked a long way through the city and had some really nice shots already.
Yeah, we took so many pictures already, and connecting our phone with SnapBridge to our camera, we can already have a look at the pics.
That's so cool.
And
actually.
select a few and maybe share them.
Yeah, I already have some favorites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool actually to swipe through and to already seeing them on the phone.
Yeah, true.
And the colors really are very poppy and colorful, so that's really nice.
So tell me about
Matches
one
everything.
of the first one that you like.
The first shot is the one with the girl jumping over the street or next to that painted house, which I really liked because it's a nice contrast of a painting, but having a real tree, which is the palm tree, and the girl in the shot. And the contrast is pretty nice, I think.
So I remember that you noticed that house, which was painted, so looked completely fake, but with a real tree. And you've been lucky that this woman was just like jumping around.
Exactly, I was just waiting for the perfect moment. Sometimes the street photography is also waiting for the perfect shot, for the perfect moment. So when that girl came, I actually already set the camera right to get that shot, and I used the high shutter speed combined with the auto area AF, so I could get her really sharp and jumping in that shot.
Like the decisive moment.
Yeah, that was the perfect moment.
Perfect.
And what about you? This picture is one of my absolute favorites.
Oh, it's the one of that girl who was sitting on this field of colors,
really
I would
nice.
say. Yeah, it was like a basketball field.
Cool.
But I took a few steps above to have the view of like abstracting what is behind, because you don't see that anymore.
Nice.
And she was just in the perfect thing. I remember we asked her if we could take a picture.
And what I really like is the compositing of the picture, because she is sitting in the white circle, and you also played with like the rule of thirds kind of, and the lines and the colors. It's really cool.
And I also changed the picture control. I turned it from standard to vivid to highlight the colors and to make it even more saturated, more bright, to have more contrast in the image between the white where the girl is and the colors around.
Yeah. Very cool shot.
Show me another one.
Oh, I took some randomly shots in the streets, of course, with lots of colors and houses, textures, some plants, and finally, the one of you I really like in front of the graffiti, like the leopard, which was
like
on
if it
that
was
wall.
eating me.
Exactly. And it's kind of a movement that I caught with a slow shutter speed. So you are moving and the background is sharp. So that's kind of a cool contrast and brings some life into that graffiti wall.
Yeah, it's like it's the opposite of what I've been doing as the one of you jumping on the stairs, because I used a very fast speed to have like this moment of you, like this position.
Wow.
And I had a still lens, so I wanted to have it more long than it actually is. So I changed the sensor settings, and instead of using the full frame in FX, I turned it to DX. So it adds 1.5 coefficient to my lens, so to make it longer. So then it has this effect of feel like.
Really
so
cool.
you're very sharp, and the first layers are a bit out of focus.
Very cool. That's a nice effect. I love it.
Thank you.
There's another cool shot, which I randomly took actually, or then composed. The first shot was random because there was a ball lying around, and the shadow of the basket was on the floor. So I just pushed in the ball to kind of, that it looks like the shadow of the ball and the ball are jumping into the basket shadow on the floor.
Yeah, and so it brings some life in something that would be quite empty otherwise.
Yeah, true. Yes.
I like in street photography when we see some humanity in this, because city and streets are made for people. So I think it's like to bring some people, to use the people around, or if you have nobody, just like bring life in another way.
Yeah, exactly. You can also do that with shadows, for example, or feet only that walk through the picture or stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many things to do around the city. Remember we said that today we would use only prime lenses, and this one are the very compact one. So it's perfect.
It is.
For street photography, because you're light, you're small.
Yeah, very
It can
small.
fit in any bag or pocket.
Exactly. It's just very, very small and little, and you just don't carry a big thing with you. So it's very handy to walk around. So
and the results is super nice. Like it's very sharp. The colors are great. I think it's an amazing lens to use.
It is. And we also compared the two lenses. Do you remember the little blue Vespa that was standing there? Yeah. Where we actually shot 2 pictures from the same spot to compare both lenses and to see what both lenses do to the subject and to the whole picture.
Yeah, the 40 is close to the normal field of view, but of course the 28 starts to be a bit more wide.
Yeah, more wide.
But I like both.
Me too, and both really fit to the street style topic.
Exactly.
So I really like both styles, even though they are different.
Yeah, and using this, you have to move around your subject because you cannot zoom in. So it's very interesting to work with that kind of lens.
It is. The sun has just gone down and our day is now coming to an end. The lights have changed completely in the city, and we just said goodbye to Amalia and Alberto, the 2 Spanish skater guys that we met before. And I'm very, very happy about our day today. We had so many nice shots.
Yeah, and it's what we were saying at the beginning. Don't be shy. Go to talk to the people, so then they can introduce you to their city.
Yes.
They can show you some places. And because they were keen to spend this time with us, it allowed us to try many different settings in a camera. Not just to have the random shots, but you try different lights, different angles.
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
To play around with lights, with the cityscape, with the people you meet. So just be creative, and be creative with the light also. So we had different light situations today.
Yeah, we had this backlight which was beautiful with the reflection of the pavement and on the trees. And I was trying to close my aperture to have the sun rays coming behind the tree. And I think I had some great shots with her hair.
Yes, because the girl, Amalia, she had such a great blonde hair. Yeah. And I actually personally love to shoot against the light. So
me too.
Into the sun. And the camera can handle it perfectly. So don't be afraid to try that. And the backlight was just beautiful.
I'm like you, I'm a big fan of the backlight, and I tried as well to play with the speed because we had these different tries. So I went up to a tenth a second, which is very slow for action, but I was moving the camera at the same speed as the skaters. to try to have them sharp and the background with this blur effect that shows that they are moving.
Really nice. It's not easy to get, but when you can do it several times, you will get it. Just try it out, and it's such a nice effect. So you see, the creativity is like endless. You can do so many things, and we are also very keen to see your pictures that you shoot in the streets.
So take the opportunity of these light and compact cameras and lenses to just go around, play, have fun, try everything, create amazing pictures and share them with us. Like with the hashtag Create Your Light, we can see your pictures and we're looking forward to watch them and to hope that maybe we gave you a few tips to realize the image you have in mind.
Yes.
And maybe give you a bit of inspiration for your next shootings.
So go out there, grab your camera, have fun, and don't forget to show us your pictures.